as well as his scrambles.
Back it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Check. Lucky. Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play, because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. 3-19.
They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. This will be fielded at the 17.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad, Stacy, was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, you got the best of both worlds. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Second down now after the sack. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Watch it now. Watch it now, Marty.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now they try the right side here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch two. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Detroit, Philly, here we go. Detroit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Single receiver. Hey, here we go now. Boom, landing.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
They come out here in the eye. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Now there's a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. First chance for the backup here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Marching now, Marty. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a
touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second down following the run. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The play clock's running down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll set up a throw. Surveying the field. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. They'll try and throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after for the touchdown. It's Sturgis to send it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guys throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Clinton Dix there for the stop. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 3, second down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Here we go. Green, 39. Over.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know.
And this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown, and you and I both know what that means. Extra point. In this situation, this little time left takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and